Hey, my name is Chloe Walton, and I am one of the 4 members of the exercise science group that was researching physical activity, specifically with physical disabilities, for our health and physical education class, also known as HP 21. So to start off, I was just going to introduce our website, which is titled Physical Activity and Physical Disabilities in the Shoals. So I thought that I would start out by reading our mission statement specifically, which states that we believe that all people should be able to take part in physical activity that is not only effective for the body, but enjoyable as well. Unfortunately, many outdoor and indoor recreational centers, educational systems, and residential areas are grounded in a setup that is not considerate for all people, such as those who have physical disabilities. In this website, we have comprised a multitude of nearby locations found throughout the Shoals area that would be fitting for all ages of individuals who have physical disabilities to be able to be physically active just as any other individual. As can be seen with any type of facility listed, varying on one's physical capability and level of comfort. At the end of the day, we are all humans, and we believe that people with physical disabilities should be recognized as humans, as they are, and provide a list of locations and opportunities for these individuals to be physically active. So thank you for viewing and taking the time to watch this introduction of our website, and we hope that you will find this to be quite helpful and informative. And below, I just wanted to show this picture real quick. From left to right, these are the members of our group. We have Hope Lensing, Evan Godwin, Caroline Golab, and myself, Chloe Walton. So to start off, we have the outdoor section, this first one being Wildwood Park. Wildwood Park is described as a quiet location with beautiful views of Cypress Creek, just a couple of minutes from downtown Florence and the University of North Alabama. There are nature trails, picnic tables, pavilions, and 3 to 5 miles of beginner and advanced mountain bike trails. It can be found in Florence, Alabama, and typically is open from dusk until dawn. It is friendly for all ages, and is free for use by everyone. Some of the park features include an open grassy area to play or have picnics in, nature trails, hiking trails, beginner and advanced mountain biking trails, fishing, and kayaking. And once again, all these are definitely partial to most people with physical disabilities. It depends on the type that you have, but majority speaking, those who have physical disabilities should be able to maneuver with some sort of ease at this park. And below here are some pictures that we provided just to give an insight of exactly what it looks like at this park. See, there's paved streets, and it's just very easily accessible. Next up, we have McFarland Park. McFarland Park is a park that is tucked between the Tennessee River and downtown Florence. It is conveniently located to almost everything Florence has to offer. The park holds and hosts numerous festivals and events, such as the Trail of Tears motorcycle ride and the Bassmasters fishing tournament. With so much to do with families, they are able to feel just right at home in this park. It is located in Florence, Alabama, similar to most of these other locations. And some of its information includes that it is friendly for all ages, free for anyone to use. There are plenty of seating areas and parking, which is good for those who may need a little bit of extra rest after their specific amount of physical activity. It's open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Mondays through Saturdays, and 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Sundays. Some of the features include multiple campsites with all amenities. Primitive camping is also available. There is a driving range for golfers, a soccer field, disc golf course, picnic shelters with fireplaces, and playgrounds that are disability accessible. In addition, there are also lots of boat ramps, boat slips, and fishing piers, which are available for all types of people to attend and to go to along the harbor, each being handicap accessible and accessible for those who have physical disabilities. Throughout the park, you can find paved and lighted jogging trails that are surrounding the arbor, and there's also a place to eat and hang out with some family at a restaurant and the marine store. And here are some pictures listed below. Next up is Diver Park, and in my personal opinion, Diver Park is probably the most inclusive as far as all types of abilities, whether it be physical disability, mental disability, is very inclusive. So a brief history of the park. It was donated to the people of Florence by Dr. Kirk R. and Lillian Cook Diver. It was officially dedicated on May 25, 2000. This acreage was once a part of a large antebellum plantation owned by Judge Sidney Cherry Posey. In 1875, his heirs sold his farm to Charles Posey, who had worked these same fields as a slave. Later, Charles and his wife, Amsey, began dividing the land among their heirs, and the settlement became known as Posey. According to tradition, Charles Posey built a schoolhouse here for his children and others in the neighborhood. Today, the Children's Museum of the Shoals is located at the entrance of the park. And this location can also be found in Florence, Alabama. Some information about Dalbert Park is that it is open every day, 6 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. It is free for anyone to use, friendly for all ages, and has a lot of handicap-accessible locations and facilities, such as parking and just any type of trail or walking path, playground entrances and exits, wheelchair accessible, handicap accessible. It is a passive park and is not used for many special events. Some of its other features include that there are plenty of sidewalks and grass for open play. So geographically speaking, it is very much flat, and there's not many rocky or hilly terrains that you have to deal with. So it's very easy for those who are users of wheelchairs or assistive devices to be able to easily maneuver these locations. There's plenty of seating areas throughout the park for those who may need a little bit of rest after some physical activity. There are interpretive trails, restrooms that are handicap accessible, and a playground that has plenty of opportunities for children to play with, especially those with physical disabilities. Now, there may be sometimes certain physical disabilities that require a child to have some extra assistance from an adult, but nonetheless, they should be able to play on these playgrounds. So here are some photos of this park known as Dalbert Park. So as you can see, lots of open area for individuals to play at. Next up, we have Martin Park. Martin Park features an outdoor fitness court with a 3/4 mile paved walking trail that overlooks the Royal Avenue Aquatic Facility and Royal Avenue tennis courts. There is a shelter to rent for birthday parties or family gatherings, and benches located around to rest or enjoy lunch. This location is also found in Florence, Alabama. So all these very local areas. According to their information, they are open every day from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's free for anyone to use. They're handicap accessible with their parking, their bathrooms, and their sidewalks. So it's easy for individuals who may use an assistive device, such as a wheelchair or a cane or a walker. These individuals should be able to walk around and get physical activity to their fullest potential and desire with ease. Some of the other features include that there's a handicap bathroom, handicap accessible. There's a parking area that is very open for those who may need handicap parking options. There is a very large paved walking trail that should ensure people reach their fullest potential as far as what they want in physical activity. There are tennis courts. There's a pool with slides. There are benches located all throughout the park. Once again, in case somebody needs some rest, those are provided. There is a playground and an outdoor fitness court that are both extremely accessible to any type of person, whether it be physical disabilities or anything of those sorts. In the outdoor fitness court specifically, it's an open-air wellness center that allows users to leverage their own body weight to get a complete workout using 7 stations. Designed for adults and children's ages 14 and above with varying abilities, so it's very inclusive of those with physical disabilities. The fitness court is adaptable for all fitness levels. So it doesn't require you to be of a certain level of fitness and to reach a certain type of exercise to be considered fit or to be considered exercise. So it's very much up to the individual themselves, so it allows them to have more freedom with what they do, which is also a great booster for morale. It can be used in thousands of ways and variations, and the possibilities for unique movements and custom routines are endless. So here are some pictures provided of Martin Park and its facilities. So here's the pool, and then here's the outdoor fitness court that provides plenty of different options for physical activity, which, as you can see, very physically capable. People are physically capable of doing such things if they are willing and comfortable. There's a bridge for those who use a wheelchair, and a playground that children, even with physical disabilities, should be able to use. So that's my portion of the website. I'm going to hand it over to Miss Hope Lensing so she can give you a little bit more information, starting with Wilson Park. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Hope Lindsay, and I'm a sophomore here at UNA. And I'm going to start off with Wilson Park. Wilson Park is located here in Florence, Alabama. It holds a lot of activities and festivals such as the Easter egg hunts, handy festival activities, the Renaissance Fair, and also Christmas in the park. You can also schedule special events here in Wilson Park, and also weddings are held here. Some information is that they are open 24 hours a day. It's free for anyone to use. It's handicap accessible for those disabled and friendly for all ages. Some features, it's a big flat grassy area. There's a fountain, sidewalks for handicap people, and plenty of sitting area. Here are some pictures. Next, we have Veterans Park. Veterans Park is also here in Florence, Alabama. It's free for anyone to use, open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., and it's friendly for all ages. It's disability friendly, and there's handicap parking and restrooms. Some features, there's a softball field, tennis court, you can play disc golf, there's a playground, picnic areas, and lots of venues. And here are some pictures. Here's the playground. And then beautiful views. Next is North Florence Soccer Complex. It's located here in Florence, Alabama, off of Chisholm Road. The Parks and Recreation Department utilizes North Florence Soccerplex, located on Chisholm Road, for extra practice space. These fields are also utilized by club soccer and Florence Middle School for games and practices. It's friendly for all ages. It's free for anyone to use, open 24 hours a day, and there is handicap parking for those with disabilities. The park features large area for picnics. There's pavilions, lights for the field so when it gets dark, and a 2-mile walking track, and there are also restrooms provided for the public. Here is a picture. Next, we're going to move to indoor activities, and we're going to go to UNA Student Recreation Center. It's located here on campus at the University of North Alabama. It's free for all students here at UNA. You just have to provide your main card and student ID. Open every day 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., Friday 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sunday 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. It is wheelchair accessible on the first floor. There is a gymnasium located on the second floor, and you can do anything in that gymnasium, play basketball, volleyball, futsal. There's a fitness center located on the ground floor. There's equipment and machines. That includes 7 stationary bikes, 8 treadmills, 2 rowers, 6 ellipticals, and 1 Stairmaster, and also free weights. There's an aerobics studio located on the third floor. Next, there are also locker rooms to hold all your belongings if you come to the SRC. And here is the weight room with the machines and free weights. Here is the gymnasium. As you can see, there's 3 full basketball courts. And here is the aerobic studio where you can do group fitness classes or do your own. And then here is the lockers. Next is Crunch Fitness. Crunch Fitness is also located here in Florence. They're open every day from 4:30 a.m. to 12 a.m. Free trials are offered, but membership is needed, and that is starts at $9.99 a month. Crunch offers fitness classes, tons of free weights, offers personal training, ride studios, yoga studios, tanning beds, locker rooms for your belongings, a sauna and steam room, child sitting services for your children if you want to come in and get a workout in, or yoga class, And there's also group trainings also available. Here are some machines. Some more. Here you can see some of the free weight in the back. And then if you have any questions, you can call this number. And then if you want to learn more about Crunch Fitness, you can click this button here. It says more information. Thank you for listening. And now another group mate, Evan, will tell you about the rest. Thanks.
My name is Evan Godwin. I'm part of this group. I'm the next member. So the next place is Planet Fitness. It's located in Florence, Alabama. It's handicap accessible. The equipment is accessible for the people with disabilities. It's open for 24 hours a day. The membership there's two different memberships. There's a black card, and it has all the perks included, and that would be $25 a month. And then the classic is $10 a month. There's unlimited access to a home club, PF app workouts, free fitness training, partner rewards and discounts, use of any Planet's Fitness worldwide, tanning, massage chairs, hydro massage chairs, free Wi-Fi, free weights, exercise machines for every muscle group, and cardio machines. Some pictures. The next place we have is the YMCA. So the YMCA is also located in Florence. Hours of operation. So Monday through Friday, it's open from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. On Saturday, it's open from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Sunday, it's from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And a membership is needed. Rates may vary. It's wheelchair accessible, and it's fully accessible for everyone with disabilities. Um, it's in the wellness center, has a wellness center, cardio equipment, strength equipment, free weights, aquatic center, youth sports, active older adult programs, child care, youth fitness offering, group exercise classes in the water and on land, personal training, reform training, basketball court, indoor track, adult, family, and special needs locker rooms, sauna, and steam rooms. Extra features: CPR classes, first aid classes, health seminars and workshops, massage therapy, splash swim lessons, youth development, lifeguard training, and birthday parties. The next place is Broadway Recreational Center. It's also in Florence. Youth ages 8 to 15, or that's the hours. So in the summer, Monday through Friday is from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Friday is from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. That's during the school year. The office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Features of the center: there's a game room, outdoor field, indoor gym, playground, LifeWise experience, fitness classes, pickleball courts. The pickleball courts are open Monday and Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., Thursdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Summer hours, Monday and Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., Thursday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Programs, activities, board games like checkers, dominoes, scramble, Connect Four, operations, troubles, etc. Billiards, play billiards on one of the two billiard tables, and one table can convert to table tennis. Card games like Uno, Slam, Go Fish, Skip Bow, Face 10, etc. Inside gym activities: basketball, jump rope, dodgeball, obstacle course, physical fitness activities, etc. Outside field activities: kickball, wiffle ball, baseball, softball, flag football, ultimate frisbee, field day activities, and obstacle courses. Art and crafts: card making, making holiday gifts and cards, painting, color pages, etc. There's a playground. They have homework help if your child needs help. The LifeWise exercise, a low-impact exercise class for senior citizens, is offered on Monday and Wednesday, Friday from 9:45 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. LifeWise registration is required. Contact Betty Burden at 256-768-8056, and the instructor is Pam Kirkland. Fitness classes has certified fitness instructor Linda Clanton, teaches aerobics on Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. and yoga on Tuesday and Thursday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. The fee is $20 per month to attend the classes. The pickleball courts are open on Monday and Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Summer hours, Monday and Wednesday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., Thursday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Twirling at the rec baton classes age 4 and up. Instructor is Mary Ann Spears. To register, go to www.takethestagetwirl.com or contact Miss Ann. Line dance classes. They have a couple line dance classes that start in February, individual classes that start late in March, and fall individual classes that start in mid-September. The instructor is Jan Ogby for that. The next place is Handy Rec Center. It's also in Florence. It's open from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The pool is open Memorial Day to July 29th, Tuesday through Saturday, 1 to 5 p.m., Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. The admission fee is $1. Feature of the center is a pool, game room, outdoor field, indoor gym, exercise classes, and soup kitchen. Special classes that have been held at the center: nutrition classes, soup kitchen, HIV testing, exercise classes, and feeding programs. Recreational youth programs. Board games includes checkers, dominoes, scramble, Connect Four. Card games, Uno, Skip-Bo, many others. Billiards, there's 3 billiards tables. Air hockey, arts and crafts. Kickball games are played in spring and summer, fall at Lewis Field. Jump rope, there are jump rope competitions throughout the year. They also have homework help. There's physical fitness activities. All basketball activities are played at Handy Gym. There's flag football games, and those are played at Lewis Field, and there's karate classes. And the last place that I have is Shoals United Stars. The organization has been around for 4 years, created in 2019. Courtney Atkins formed this organization because her son had autism. The program is open to all special needs, whether that be mental or physical disabilities. This organization gives children the opportunity to be part of a team and play sports. When they play basketball, the physically disabled children have a buddy. Courtney spoke about having a child in a wheelchair. Those buddies push them around, and also legally blind child who was playing basketball with his walking stick, but also had a buddy to guide him around. To get in contact for that, the phone number is 256-303-2857. So that's all of my part. I'm passing it to Caroline next. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Caroline Galab. I'm a UNI student working on this project. I'm going to start with schools and what schools have to say about physical activity and physical disabilities. The first one being Play World Childcare. Some information about them is that they are located here in Florence. What Play World Childcare had to say in response to a questionnaire that we sent out. The first question was, if you don't mind us starting off this way, would you mind telling us a little more about yourself and your position in this facility? And we interviewed Jessie Williams, and she said that she was a pre-K teacher at Play World Child Development Center. She graduated from Northwest Shoals this semester with an associate's degree in child development, and is going to continue to Athens State to obtain her bachelor's degree in early education. The second question was, how would y'all describe physical activity, and in what ways is Play World Childcare incorporating this practice of physical activity into the educational system here at Play World Childcare? Ms. Williams said, I define physical activity as any physical movement using muscle. We do a lot of physical activity during the day. I have a time designated to music and movement after breakfast where the children dance and do exercises. We also go outside and the children play on the playground twice a day. If it is raining, we do exercises inside again or use our musical instruments like our shaky eggs. They follow the movement of the instructor. The third question, tying back to the first official question, are there any ways that these students with physical disabilities can be physically active during school? If so, what exactly does that look like? for those students, and are they able to do it alongside the other students? And Ms. Williams said, during our morning music and movement, children with disabilities are also able to participate. The next school is Kilby Laboratory School, which is grades pre-K through 6th grade, and they are located here in Florence, and they are part of the Lauderdale County School District. And this is what Kilby had to say in response to our questionnaire. First question, if you don't mind starting off this way, would you mind telling us a little more about yourself and your position in the facility? We interviewed 2 people, the first being Dr. Eric Kirkman, and he says, I'm the director of Kilby. This is my 5th year working at UNA. I am also in my 23rd year of education. The other was Melanie Kennedy. She says I am the auxiliary teacher for Kilby's pre-K 4-year-olds. The second question was, how would you describe physical activity, and in what ways are you incorporating this practice of physical activity into the educational system here at Kilby Laboratory School? Dr. Kirkman says, physical activity is bodily movement that is intentional and continuous. We promote physical activity through our PE programs and through scheduled recess time. Ms. Kennedy said, I would describe physical activity as the movement of large muscle groups in a specific way or setting. I incorporate physical activity during specific times throughout the day. We go outside to play or during dance and movement time. The students are able to move large muscle groups while in a play-based setting. The third question, are there any organizations or facilities set in place here at Kilby Laboratory School to accommodate for students with any physical disability conditions? Dr. Kirkman answered, not at this time. We currently don't have anyone enrolled with physical disabilities. Ms. Kennedy said, my class does not contain any students with physical disabilities, so I'm not aware of any organizations or facilities that the school might be using. If I had any students with physical disabilities in my class, we would have the means to provide an effective outlet for them to be able to be physically active. The CDC has a large selection of things that work different muscle groups that a student with physical disabilities could use to be physically active. The fourth question, do you think that the modern education system and their physical education programs are taking the right steps in being all-inclusive of students with physical disabilities, mental disabilities, and those without conditions that may hinder their physical performance? Dr. Kirkman replied by saying yes, but staying proactive and adapting is crucial and necessary. And the fifth and final question, tying back to the first official question, are there any ways that these students with physical disabilities can be physically active during school? If so, what exactly does that look like for those students, and are they able to do so alongside other students? And Dr. Kirkman said yes, the students would be able to do something similar alongside their classmates. The next school we visit is UNA, specifically the Disability Support Services, located in Gillett University Center in room 111. And some information about the Disability Support Services and what they do for students. DSS provides support and accommodations for students with disabilities in the classroom. They offer an alternative testing program, note-taking assistance, study skills sessions, and other classroom accommodations. This service can offer students academic success, but also personal success. What is the goal of the Disability Support Services? The goal of DSS is to ensure students with disabilities have equal opportunity in the classroom without violating the honor code. And below is listed people that work in DSS and how to get in contact with them. The fourth and final would be Keystone Assisted Living. And this is the interview with Keystone Assisted Living. On the first question, who was interviewed? Christian French is a resident assistant at Keystone Assisted Living in Florence and has been working there for some time now. The next question, how would you describe working at Keystone? What do you do on a day-to-day basis? Christian said, I would describe working at Keystone as checking up on the residents living there. Typically on a day-to-day basis, we help them change their clothes, check up on their well-being, prepare their food and meals, and get them ready for the rest of their day. The third question was, how would you describe the residents who live at Keystone? Are there any who have physical disabilities? If so, are there accommodations for those people? Christian said, most of our residents range from the ages of 80 to 96, most are being able-bodied, but there are some residents and facilities in place for those with physical disabilities. For those who may need assistance in moving from place to place, such as wheelchair users and assistive device users, resident assistants are there to help. And the final question, what do the residents do for physical activity? Can residents with physical disabilities participate in the physical activity that able-bodied residents participate in? Christian said, as far as physical activity is concerned, the residents of Keystone complete 30-minute free weight workouts/stretches working different parts of the body. This is completed by all residents and is encouraged to be completed by those with physical disabilities as well. A multitude of games and events are set in place for all residents, each being handicap accessible for residents that may have physical disabilities. That is the end. If you would like to get in touch with us, or if you have any questions regarding the website or questions in general, all of our contact information is listed below. I hope you find this website helpful.